To answer my question from the beginning, Marvel Rivals didn't kill Overwatch. Overwatch committed suicide, with Rivals simply taking its place for now.
Yeah, about that, I'd like to take it back. You know, we all sometimes get to the point when we gotta admit we were terribly wrong about something, or something turned out as a complete opposite of our expectations. And today, that's exactly what happened to me. Because if you told me a year ago that Overwatch is gonna become an example of a right approach to maintaining a live service game, my reaction would probably look something like this. But here we are. It's February 2026 and Overwatch just dropped a nuke. You guys know how much I love Apex Legends, especially this tea-addicted lady in a spacesuit who got her own university last season along with a big update of her home Olympus, and her prestige can I spend my last money on. I had to eat ice water soup for another month, but that's been a while ago now, and since then Apex has been boring again. I mean, there's supposed to be a new season, but this little cute badge has as far from new season as I have from a professional player. So instead, I decided to check out the new season of Overwatch. Now, I'm not a really good example of an active player, so I don't keep up with every single new update or everything that's happening in Overwatch, but I come back once in a while to check what's new and how the game's doing, and from what I can tell, this is exactly what a live service game should look like. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, of course there's always room for improvement, and like, it's still a live service game. There are gonna be overpriced skins, shitty updates, terrible balance, terrible matchmaking, toxic teammates, cheaters, and I could go on and on and on. But let's be honest, that's pretty much expected in live service competitive games. Other than that, there's a lot of positives and reasons for players to stick around. I think the biggest one here is actual game content. I'm not talking about skins, bug fixes, buffs and nerfs. I mean something completely new for you to explore, such as new characters, new maps, or at least significant changes to existing ones. All of this is something you haven't seen before, and you're gonna want to explore it. You're gonna try out the 5 new characters that are in the game right now, each of them with their unique abilities, design and lore. Lore and world building is a big part of what makes live service games appealing. And there might be some people saying, it's a competitive game, the lore is not important, gameplay is all that matters. Let me tell you, absolute majority of the casual player base of games like Overwatch or Apex cares about the lore. We care about our favorite characters, we want to explore their world, their stories, we're even willing to pay for lore related skins. For a lot of people, it's a reason they even touched any competitive game at all, and what keeps them playing. It's an inspiration for content creators and artists such as myself. It makes you feel there's something beyond the game itself you wanna discover and keep up with. Lore is an insane moneymaker, and Blizzard finally realized that and used that to their advantage. There is an entire tab in the main menu UI dedicated to stories, whether it's long cinematics or just short bits and pieces you can connect together, with the stories being released gradually so you always have something to look forward and to come back for. They're also usually teasing upcoming events, updates or heroes. Then you can of course get cosmetics based off of those stories. That's pretty common in this type of games, but it's another way lore can generate a massive income. Another big and maybe a little bit underrated aspect of Overwatch's success is nostalgia. Nostalgia in general never ever fails to bring results because people love it. OG players love going back in time and remembering what the game looked like 10 years ago, and new players are curious and want to experience it on their own. For example, me, I liked Overwatch since the good old days when it was at its peak, but I couldn't play it because my old PC couldn't run it, and by the time I was old enough to get a new one, the game died. So for me personally, Overwatch 2 was kinda like a second chance to experience it, and with them rebounding back to Overwatch or adding OG modes like 6v6, that applies even more. So we have a game that's getting regular content updates such as new heroes, new maps, new game modes. We have an actual lore with continuously developing stories that have an impact on an actual game, and you can get a lot of cool rewards for playing the game, so you always have something to play for. That right here sounds like a good live service game to me, and something others should take an example from. There are ways to make a shitload of money from live service games, and it's not even the hard thing to do. All it takes is to make something that your players are gonna enjoy. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching my little rant, and go try out the new season of Overwatch. It's fun. I'll see you guys next time.